Fun fact, you know swag, the stuff we all get at conferences or food festivals? Did you know it was actually an acronym? Stuff we all get. Right?
Whoa.
The only thing better than some good swag is a house rules dedicated to the best ways to use branded merch for your financial practice. There's a big misconception out there these days about branded merchandise, and it's mostly around price. What's the most amount of something I can buy for the least amount of money? Insert stress balls and cheap pens. But I'd argue that's marketing with literally zero strategy. And worst of all, it is still a tremendous waste of money. Great swag should do two things. Get your brand out there, obviously, but when done right, it should help assist in some greater messaging you're trying to get across. It's a supporting document, not a standalone entity. I went to a conference one time, and a guy was giving out socks at his booth. Sounds interesting, right? Except for one major detail. Nobody there wants to wear your quality socks with a random logo stitched across the ankle. They were dress socks too. What, am I wearing these to a wedding? I really hate these freaking socks. One thing we gave away at a broker-dealer conference were branded tote bags. Sounds simple and not super expensive, but we also paired it with messaging about how creating a lasting legacy can be a lot to carry. Obviously, you're not closing business based solely on tote bags, but I'd argue no bit of swag is doing that. In our scenario, even people who didn't come by our stand saw our brand all over the conference. How? Well, the people who did come by carried the koozies and magnets they picked up at other booths in our bag. This doesn't just work for conferences. Some of the best uses of branded merch by our advisors get sent directly to clients and prospects. Want an example? Hey Mike, your office had a pretty good idea for invites to a client appreciation event. How do you use branded merch?
Well, one of the great things we did a riverboat cruise. So we actually did messages in a bottle. For our top tier clients, we found a company that would take this little glass bottle, they would put sand and seashells in it and a scroll. And when the client got this message that didn't really say anything except for our branding around the outside, they open up the bottle, they pull the cork out, open up, and the script unfolds and it says, "You're invited to a riverboat." So it was a lot of fun, it was a great event. So those are just some of the tools that we've used to invite clients to events that in a way that they don't just throw in the trash, but they keep around and it has our branding on it, so it's a pretty cool opportunity.
Thanks, Mike. The point is, when you put your brand on something cool or useful, you help your visibility and ultimately strengthen your brand. Some other great ways to use branded merch are in seminar drip campaigns and when you onboard new clients, both of which we have house rules on. Check those out on our channel, and of course, throw us a like and subscribe.